very happy to meet you. My name is Giovanna Vlasopoulo.
Lovely to meet you.
We are very happy to have you here. We on Pride Radio 98.6. We play your songs almost in a daily basis, the new and the old.
Really?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes. I personally am a big fan, so nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you for this conversation, and let's begin. Let's begin with your new album. Tell us some things, the name, the release date. Tell us what inspired you to do this album, or if there is a message that you want to communicate through this album with the world.
Yeah. It's called Time is a Flower. It's coming out August 16th. The message behind it, when we write, we don't start with a theme and say, let's write songs. We more write from emotion and our subconscious, I suppose. And then later, when we look at all the work that we've written, we start to see patterns and themes emerging more naturally. So that's what happened with this album. It was songs that we'd been writing over a period of maybe 12 months to almost 2 years, some of the songs. And I started noticing when I was listening to the demos that there was this repeated symbolism of flowers and new life and new birth and kind of this preoccupation with time and what does it mean? Like, what does the past mean? Past memories, they sometimes feel like they still live on in the present. So a lot of reflections on how the past and present and future sometimes collide in certain experiences in our lives. And that time is not as simple as just beginning, middle, end.
Yes.
But there's a sense of growth and there's a sense of opportunity and change, just like a flower, I suppose, is chance for new life, a chance for opportunity, a chance for growth.
Yes, this is an excellent comparison, and the emotion you described, we see it in your songs.
I'm glad.
Your songs as cinematic songs, so they have a lot of pictures inside them, a lot of emotions inside them, and that's why I love them. So now,
Good.
let's go to your upcoming performance in Athens. This is your second time in Athens, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
I was there in your first. It was a great night.
Thank you. It was such a good show.
Yes, but we want more of you. We want something bigger, and now we have the opportunity because the Release Athens is the biggest music festival in Greece. So tell us about that night. What should we expect from Telenova?
Well, I think big festival sets are our favorite probably because we can go really big. I have a lot of energy on stage that I can't hold in.
That was my next question. If you prefer big or small venues?
Yeah, well, it depends. Of course, there is a charm to the intimacy of a small venue, but I think a festival show is very liberating to really, I think, just lose yourself completely in the music and embody it. I love that feeling. It's very transcendent. And, I think as well, the festival energy, people tend to be a little more open to kind of dancing and being a bit crazy. And so I think that feedback between the audience and us on stage, there's just a real lift. It feels very transcendent to share that experience.
Okay. Now tell us the story behind the name. The most common question that you have said.
Oh, yes, of the band name?
The band name. Why Telenova? Why?
Actually, we had no idea what to call the band. And for about a week, we had like a text message group chat and we just keep texting ideas. Yes, no, maybe, don't really like that. And then actually, I had a dream that someone in the group message said, what about Telenova? And in the dream, we all said, wow, that's a cool name. And then, when I woke up, I was looking on my phone like, that's a cool idea. But I couldn't find the message because it was a dream. So I just messaged the band and said, hey, I had this dream. This is the name. I don't know what it means. What do you think? And it was the first name that we all agreed on that we liked. So we stuck with it.
Beautiful name. So hooray for dreams.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. They can be very creative.
Okay. Now I would like you to describe us the moment that you realize that you're famous, that your music is known, people know you and your songs. How was that moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. You always look at people who are more famous than you and think, I'm not that famous yet.
Yes, but you are.
Yeah, well, especially in Greece,
Yes,
which is awesome.
we love
The
it.
first, yeah, I mean, honestly, when we put Bones out, and because we had no expectation really, we had just met. It was kind of an accident that we formed a band. We just enjoyed and loved it, and it was very organic. But we didn't have necessarily ambition to tour the world or do any of this. We
Mm.
just enjoyed making music together. And then when we actually put our first song out, I think that's when we started seeing like, wow, there's people in Greece listening to this. How has this happened? And of course, like our first shows in Melbourne, I think a lot of musicians will say the most special experience is playing to a crowd and then having the crowd sing the lyrics back to you for the
Yes.
first time. It's really surreal because it's hundreds of people, and for so long the song has just existed in your own head or with only three people. That was really a magical experience, and every time that happens, it doesn't lose the power of what a special experience that is. Yeah.
So the feeling was proud of your work,
Yeah.
of your talent,
Yeah.
the three of you, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I assume you always dreamed to be a part of a band, to be part of a successful band. So now that you have done that, I want you to tell us what is it that you enjoy the most in being in a music group in this music industry, and what is
Mm,
it that you don't enjoy in music industry?
good question.
Thank you.
Um, I enjoy I'm a very creative person all the time, even when I'm sleeping. My husband, when he wakes up sometimes in the morning, he's like, your brain is working. You are thinking of something. What are you thinking about? But so I think for me, actually, what I love the most about doing music is that every day is different. You're writing a song or you're traveling to a new city. Every time you perform on stage, it's different because the people are different that you're playing to and their energy is different. And then I also get to do other things that I love, the filmmaking,
Mm.
the planning, the photo shoots, even the marketing strategy, all of that I actually enjoy. So I love that it's fresh and new every day, the creative outlet.
Okay.
Um,
What is
something I
you
yeah,
don't like? Something that you don't like
yeah.
now?
Um, hmm. I mean, it's always comes with good and bad. Like I love being on tour, but at the same time, it is sometimes hard because you go for months without seeing family or friends much, and to keep up that connection, yeah, you have to make a real effort. So I do. I miss home. I love being at home and I love being overseas, but you can't do both at the
Yes.
same time. So yeah, I think that being away from home is the hardest, but home is always there and you come back
Okay.
again. So,
Okay.
mm.
Because you're a woman, I would like now to make you a question about women, because
Mm.
Adeline, this is a men's world.
Yes.
Do you have a message for women, a message for women empowerment?
Mm. Mm. Oh.
It's
I
a tough
think
one.
yes, a lot of messages, but how to distill them.
Okay.
I think
It's a great.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think probably the most important thing that I had to learn over several years and that I am constantly reminding myself is that as a woman, you have an important voice and you know what you're talking about when you walk into a room. I think we need to walk into a room with that confidence because our default sort of culturally, or because we're in an industry that's dominated by men, is that we immediately assume that we don't know what we're talking about or that
Yes.
someone else will know better because
Yeah.
that's just been the tradition of how
Mm.
things have been. So yeah, I think it's walking in with confidence when there are things that you are sure about what you're comfortable with, sure about what is a good idea. Yeah, assuming that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That
yes.
for me has been really important to flip the default that's the opposite.
That is a
Yeah.
great advice. That is a great
Yeah.
message for women. Now, before we say goodbye, because I think we said a lot of things and we have said them all, let's say we meet again in 10 years. And when do you see Telenova in 10 years?
Oh, world tour the whole year.
Okay.
But big enough that I can bring my husband along and a few friends.
Okay.
And I think in 10 years, maybe we'll have 10 albums. I mean, our track record, maybe less, maybe 8. But at the moment,
some Grammys. And some Grammys.
And some Grammys. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Because we've actually finished writing the second record already. So, I think we will have a lot of songs in 10 years' time.
We're waiting. I personally looking forward to hear your new songs. I wish everything you dream come true from the bottom of my heart, and in professionally and in personal life. Say hi to the rest of Telenova from me.
I will. Yeah,
and,
thank you.
We see you at Release Athens.
See you soon. I hope I get to meet you in person.
I will come. Remember
oh, great. Good. I will remember you.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much.
Bye.
See you.
See you. Bye.